Today, we're talking about the upcoming launch of the Margaritaville at Sea Islander and answering the question, can the most criticized cruise line in the USA really turn things around with a used ship from the year 2000? Whether you love them or hate them, I believe I can convince you to spend your cruise dollars with Margaritaville. Seriously, let's roll the intro. Hey, welcome to the Midships channel. It's you, Captain Corey. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel today. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Back at it again here with the cruise news. We are talking Margaritaville at Sea, the little cruise line that could. This is a cruise line that has received a lot of hate here on YouTube. Just take a look at what you see when you search for Margaritaville at Sea. Not all that great, but I think today I'm going to be able to convince you to use your cruise dollars, your money, your hard-earned Dolores. Are they called Dolores? Dinero, your hard-earned dinero. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry to my high school Spanish teachers, really letting y'all down today. I think I can really convince you to consider a Margaritaville cruise. But before we get into the reasons why I think you really should consider a cruise with this cruise line and why I think this is really going to turn things around for Margaritaville and their reputation online, let's talk about the brass tacks, the cruise news. Margaritaville Islander is the former Costa Atlantique, a ship that was built back in the year 2000. Now, that may sound like an old ship to you, but consider this. This is a Spirit class ship. This is a Carnival built cruise ship. Now, the Spirit class is exceedingly popular here with seasoned cruisers because, well, it offers most of the big cruise ship feeling, the modern cruise ship feeling, without being hard to get around. You can get pretty much anywhere on these ships within 4 or 5 minutes. And there's not all that many cruisers on board with you. There's only a couple thousand cruisers that can fit on board these passenger-friendly, laid-out cruise ships. And I think that is reason enough to consider a cruise with Margaritaville. This ship, Islander, just went over a multi-million-dollar renovation over in Belfast with the Harland and Wolff shipyard. Yes, that Harland and Wolff shipyard. It's the same one. Hopefully that's not in the plans for the maiden voyage of Islander. As a matter of fact, unlike the famous ship from Harland and Wolff, Titanic, Islander was actually able to make it across the Atlantic, as just yesterday, fresh from a transatlantic cruise, Islander arrived in the Sunshine State. That's right, she's in the port of Fort Lauderdale to take on provisions before continuing on to her new home port of Tampa, Florida. And that brings us to some reasons why I think you should consider spending your cruise dollars with the worst rated cruise line here in the United States. And the cruise port that Islander is set to operate out of is one of the largest reasons why I think you should consider this cruise line. That's because up until now, to cruise with Margaritaville, you had to go to Palm Beach, and not the biggest port to get in and out of. But going forward, you can fly into Tampa. That's right, Tampa Airport. It's a huge hub, especially for Southwest Airline. I know that's a pretty popular airline. The old Boeing thing. Yeah, you can talk about that all you want in the comment section. I'll probably read and like a few of those if they're funny, but it's going to be a lot easier to get in and out of the Tampa cruise port. And there's so much going on around Tampa. You got Ybor City just a few minutes away, some great hotels and amazing nightlife. Channelside District is right there. You can really stay and play in Tampa before or after your cruise with Margaritaville. One of the other benefits of Islander coming on board with the Margaritaville family is the cruise line has finally entered the 21st century. And just yesterday, this appeared on Margaritaville's website. This is an online cruise manager, so you can log in and take a look at your booking, do normal things that normal cruisers like to do, like download luggage tags, get their cruise confirmation, download their boarding pass, find out what time they're supposed to be boarding the ship. I don't know, add things on like specialty dining, shore excursions, drinks packages. This is all available now on Margaritaville's website. You can just take a look This is the back end for my upcoming cruise. You can see all the pricing. It's all transparent. This is for a 5-night cruise that calls into Cozumel and into the port of Key West. So this really addresses my biggest complaint that I had with Margaritaville. It's really awkward in 2024 to have to pick up the phone and call for things when we've been conditioned to go on our phones, go on our computers to solve our own problems. So this is a huge welcome addition. It brings the brand up to the minimum standard that's acceptable with cruises in 2024. I think this is a great addition. And that brings us into the next reason why I think you should really consider cruising on the Margaritaville Islander. It goes to some ports that you actually want to go to. Gone are the days of going to Freeport, Grand Bahama and back for 2 nights. Finally, you can get on a cruise ship and unpack for 4 or 5 days, even up to 7 days on certain cruises. And these itineraries go to places that you've heard of and that you might actually have never been to before. We're talking about places like Key West, Florida, Cozumel, Mexico, and Progreso down in Mexico. Have you ever cruised to Progreso? I know Carnival cruises there. They have that really long pier. It's a fun cruise port. Things are very affordable in Progreso. But yeah, exciting new cruise port offerings. And I can only imagine that if Margaritaville sees success with these cruises out of Tampa, they're probably going to consider adding more and more cruise ports to their upcoming itineraries. And I, for one, think that is a really good thing. Speaking of things going on with Margaritaville that are new, improved, and better, the cruise line has also rolled out a couple new production shows just for the Islander that take advantage of their big stage. And that's not the only new thing to experience on board Islander. There are several new specialty dining venues that you're going to be able to try out on Islander. I have them booked personally, so I'm going to check them out, see how they are. I'll let you know in upcoming Midships episodes to see what I think about it. But I think really the overarching takeaway here with Islander is it seems like Margaritaville has invested pretty heavily into making this more similarly mirror what you would find on a mainline cruise operator with more specialty dining, better shows. But the thing that they're not doing, that other mainline cruise operators have been doing in spades, is raising the prices to ridiculous levels. Royal Caribbean, I'm looking at you in particular. A cruise on Margaritaville Islander can be had for under a few $100s, and a full drinks package with Wi-Fi can be had also for under a few $100s. For my upcoming 5-night cruise on the Islander, a drinks package is $318. The Wi-Fi package is $85. You can't find that anywhere else in the cruise industry, and I think that is the biggest reason why you should consider spending your cruise dollars with Margaritaville. I fully believe that you are going to have 80 to 90% of the cruise experience that you would have on a Carnival, maybe even on a Royal Cruise, for 1/3 the price. And that, my friends, is why I think this is going to be a huge success in the Margaritaville Islander, and why I think you should really consider spending your cruise dollars with Margaritaville at sea. All aboard the Islander. If you made it this far into today's episode, well, why the heck aren't you subscribed to the channel yet? It's you, it's me, and a good time talking about cruises. Leave a thumbs up on this video if you think I may have changed a few minds about cruising with Margaritaville at sea. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel today, and until next time, we'll see ya on the Midships.